So how's it going, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we're doing Master Duel deck profile, and this is in relation to the top tier deck in Master Duel. And yes, by far, Mathmech is now tier 1 in Master Duel. So it skyrocketed itself to tier 1 like 2 days ago, leaving Despia into tier 3. Honestly, honest to goodness, that's really the tiering for today. Oh, for yesterday. Today, Branded Despia is now tier 2, but I'm not sure if they're gonna climb their way up to tier 1. But let's see. The target for the ban list on 2 copies of Aliber on a deck is really nerfing the deck out. Regardless, the new tier, the top tier 1 decks are actually Sword Souls, Tenyis, and Mathmechs. So right in front of you, we have a Mathmech deck that we actually devised for this video. So this video tackles 2 versions of the Mathmech. So first of all, we'll tackle the first version, which is without the access code line. So removing the silent conflict and removing the transcode monsters or the code monsters in your extra deck. There's not much changes into this lineup, but I'll show you guys what changed in this lineup. So I added 1 copy of silent mining and then 1 copy of Nabla. So what does this deck do? Well, basically it summons Sigma to the field. That's your main goal right here, to summon Sigma to the field and do an OTK. Now for your extra deck, 2 copies of Laplacian and 2 copies of Alembertian is the way to go if you're going for a Sigma build. And then a ton of disruptions. So basically, what is a Mathmech if without disruptions? So Effect Veilers, Maxis, Ash Blossoms, your Colbert Graves, your Cross-Out Designators, and of course your Infinite Impermanence that can actually beneficial if you are going second. Other than that, we have the 3 copies of Parallel Exceed. If you don't have, or if you only have 1 Mathmech monster on your side of the field, you summon that Mathmech out, go for a Lingorebo, and then summon the 2 Parallel Exceeds, and then you go for an Alembertian. Alembertian will search for a Circular, and you do your combo there. That's one of those side note right there that you can actually use with the 3 copies of Parallel Exceed. And then the purpose for the multiplication is for an OTK with the Geomathmech Final Sigma, and that's basically it. And it's easy to summon a lot of your Mathmech monsters to your side of the field. So having an extra 3 material Laplacian on the field is pretty good actually. Alongside Diameter as one of its material, it goes a long way. So that is the main deck. The other variant for this is having to remove the Nabla and having to remove the copy of Silent Mining and the 1 copy of Laplacian, and you go towards the old build that we have, the Conflict and the 1 Microcoder. So like I said, Microcoder, once used as a material for a link summon for a code monster, you can get a copy of Silent Conflict. A very good card to run on this deck. I'll showcase to you guys 2 of the variants for 2 replays for each 2 variants. And that's basically it. A ton of negates, disruption. We're still going up against a ton of runic decks. So Cosmic Cyclone and Harpy's Feather Duster is the way to go. A ton of Mathmech monsters as well. So you go for Nibiru, and I think Nibiru at this season is pretty good, I would say. And then to just 2 copies of Small World, because basically you'll draw into a lot of Mathmech monsters, and sometimes you don't even need Small World for this combo. So that is the main deck and the extra deck, guys. Let's move towards the replays, and I'll showcase you guys how the 2 variant decks work. Let's go. So guys, for the first 2 videos, we are gonna tackle the Sigma line, and this is pretty insane. So we're going up against a zombie deck, which is, we almost lost to this deck actually. So our starting hand is composed of 1 Sigma, 1 Subtraction, 1 Circular, and 2 copies of Silent Mining. Now, like I said earlier, your searches doesn't really matter because most of the time you'll have 2 or 3 copies of Mathmech monsters on your hand. So using Silent Mining just to get a copy of Circular, and then use the effect of Circular, sending Sigma to the grave, and then spell summon it. And then Sigma will special summon itself to the field, allowing us to get a copy of Super Factorial. Now, we exit summon to Alembertian, get a copy of Diameter since we haven't normal summoned. So we go normal summon Diameter, getting a copy of Nabla, and we move towards the Link monsters, which is the Disciple and the Devotee. Disciple first at the top, and then Devotee at the bottom. We sacrifice the Disciple with the effect of Alambertian to bring forth a copy of Diameter. Devotee will summon tokens to the field, and then we move towards the Wicked. The Cyber's Wicked to the field, and Wicked has a neat effect of spell summoning monsters, or bring forth Tuner Monster? Cyber's Tuner Monster. There we go. Banish one Cybers from the graveyard, adding Sigma to our hand. So basically, we don't actually need Sigma, but I'm just preparing this for the next turn if ever we can't do the combo properly. So like I said, we go for Masquerena and just summon Subtraction to the field so that we can have a fat Appaloosa. Setting our Super Factorial and ending our turn there. So on our opponent's turn, he used Maxi. So might as well just use the effect of Masquerena just for negates. And a 4 material Appaloosa will be on the field. Yeah. So the Danger Zombie is very good at this lineup. So Thunderbird will pop my back row, but I don't want him to do that. So chain with my Appaloosa. Normal summoning Gozuki. And then using its effect. Oh yeah, we need to. There's a ton of negates on this game. We use Super Factorial at this point on. And yeah, this is one of the downsides for basically the Mathmech deck. If you use Super Factorial and then they use Call by the Grave to target even one, you can just summon Alambertian on at this point on, and not the Laplacian. And your combo would be a dud. Unless your opponent doesn't have a Call by the Grave or anything that banishes monsters from the grave. DD Crow is also one of the good cards here that can stop the summon of Laplacian. So that's basically what we can do, and then we get Circular out of the Alambertian effect. And then at this point on, he is free to move with his combo. I'll showcase you how beautiful he actually had done his combo with the use of these monsters. There we go. Sucker summoning my Sigma to field using the effect of Unizombie to increase my monster's level by 1 and another 1 until 6, sending a copy of Mad Mauler to the grave. And then everything is on its place. Changing to the field, Mad Mauler is summoned to the field, and then he'll go into the Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord. Yeah. Now the good thing about Dragon Lord is it can special summon a zombie monster. And since Shang Ying is now a zombie, with the use of Zombie World, he can summon the monster to the field. So Circular to the field, and then chain with the effect of Ballardrock to banish my Circular. You see there how easy it is to use the effect of the Zombie Lord or the Dragon Lord. Use the effect of Silent Mining, and then get a copy of Multiplication. But at this point on, like I said, we're showcasing Sigma. So with the effect of Multiplication, doubles the attack of Sigma. And Shang Ying can't do anything else because Sigma is in the extra monster zone. And before we end this turn right here, understand any damage taken by an opponent towards a monster with the use of Sigma will be doubled. So that's basically the game. So here we are with game number 2, and to start off we have one copy of Diameter, 1 Circular, 1 Super Factorial, 1 Ash, and 1 Veiler. So that's a pretty good hand. We go first with Circular, sending Sigma as always for our combo line. Sigma will be special summon to the field, bring forth our spell card, but we got Chained with Irmus, special summoning a monster or Dragon Maid from his hand. So Chamber's been summoned to the field, use the effect of Chamber. We go for Ash Blossom. There we go. And then we move towards Exi Summoning. Now, the search for Alambertian was for Diameter, but we already got Diameter, so it's not really a problem. Addition is going to be used. Spiritual Summoning itself to the field, and normal Summoning Diameter for Spiritual Summoning Circular. Now we go towards Link Devotee and Link Disciple to the field. Let's fast forward this, because you know what happens next. Devotee will be tributed by Alambertian, Spiritual Summoning the tokens to the field. And like I said, we're going for a fat Appaloosa. And Nabla will be added to our hand by the effect of Wicked, sending our Super Factorial to the back row and ending our turn. Yeah, we got Super Polyed at this point on. Regardless, so I tried testing out the deck. So what will happen if ever we got Called by the Grave, but we have one material on the field, but we managed only to bring out two? So, for those who are new to the game and new to the Mathmech scene, here's what will happen. So the one card will be banished, the other two will be special summoned, and then the two materials will be the only ones used as an Exi summon. So anything summoned by the use of Super Factorial will be the one you'll use for either a Secret Summon or Exi Summon. So that's one downside there. There we go. Yeah, it was really sad at this point on because he didn't call out the correct attribute. But regardless, I was really hoping that he would do it earlier just to test the deck out, but yeah. Needless to say, he managed to bring out Predoplan, which was really shocking that he was using Branded for Dragon Maids. And there we go, guys. Mirror Jade to the field, use its effect, banish my Circular, or my Wicked, and then attack for my Lingering. So at this point on, you're free to move. So understand this, we have a lot of cards on hand that is our disposal. We can use the effect of Alambertian, effect of Sigma, effect of Nabla, and of course our multiplication. And not to mention one spell card that can spell summon one Mathmech from the grave. So you can either use that to any of those monsters. And yeah, thank you Maxi for summoning at this point on, or coming out. So use Equation, he chained with his Retribution, and that's basically the end of the game right here. Sigma to the field, normal summon multiplication, and then we go for Sigma. Or final Sigma, to be exact. And then because of multiplication, we have a fat Sigma. Boom. So game number 3, guys, we have Sigma, 1 Nabla, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, Cosmic Cyclone, and 1 Small World. So this is actually for the Accesscode line that we are using here. But surprisingly, microcoder didn't appear. Only the Signet conflict. So Small World is gonna search for a Circular. Circular will use its effect. Then Sigma. So that's the basic combo right there. Let's just fast forward this. You'll know what happens. You'll know what happens. You'll know what happened. Disciple Devotee. Alambertian to Disciple. And oh yeah, Nibiru is one of the most combo breaking card there is. So be careful also. And then in my head, I said I won't set Cosmic Cyclone because we might get Harpy's Feather Dustered. So just Super Factorial. will be set. And we got Lava Golden. So yeah, basically set 2 cards, and that's basically his end board right there. So at this point on, we go for Super Factorial. Exe summoning our Laplacian to the field. And then Laplacian will send 1 card, so it's not really destroy. So the effect of Heavenly Prison is really a dud. It won't really matter. So there we go. On our turn right here, we go for Cosmic Cyclone, banish that card. So there's no way that his monster will be special summoned to the field. So we go for Diameter normal summon, special summoning Sigma, and we go for Transcode Talker, and go for Masquerade. I think he scooped right here. So last game for today, guys, and this is with still the Access line. Like I said, Effect Baylor, Ash Blossom, 1 Multiplication, and 1 Circular, and 1 Cosmic Cyclone. So that's basically our starting hand. Go with Circular. As always, how beautiful Circular is to actually been added into Master Duel. Really, really good. Here we go. Alambertian once more. Let's fast forward this. To the emitters, we'll summon Circular. Circular will be linked off to Disciple, and then the emitter will be for Devotee. Then Alambertian will sacrifice Diameter, and the Devotee. I mean the Disciple for the tokens. Like I said, we're gonna special summon monsters. So basically here, like I said, so I was really confident enough to have 2 back rows. Sadly, we got Harpy's Feather Duster here. So what we're going up against is a Sky Striker, I think. So drawing is not really gonna be good for us if he gets his good cards. So that's why I ashed that one. And we got crossed out, so we don't have any we have a problem with it. So we just went ahead and go for an Appaloosa. And like I said, we got Harpy's Feather Duster. And I'll make a mistake here in a while, so please hold on to that comment, guys. I'm really, really sorry. I really thought the effect for Alambertian was actually... no, the effect for the Diameter is Negate Destroy. It just actually negate. So that was bad on my part. like here. See? I negate that with the effect of with the Diameter. And yeah. Ray is gonna be summoned to the field. Go for Hayate. Luckily, I have an Effect Baylor, so he can't do anything else. He's really triggering the effect of Appaloosa here, which I don't really care. That doesn't negate. And go for Kagari, getting a hold of his Sky Striker card, then we negate. And then lastly his Shizuku. That's basically his end board right there with Shizuku on the field and popping my Appaloosa. So at this point on, I really want to end this turn. Sadly, I couldn't for some reason. Luckily, we drew into Signet Conflict, so having to run the access code line was very, very good. And yeah, I was going for an OTK with the update jammer, but yeah, sadly, Nabla was actually negated by an Ash. So that anchor is very, very bad if ever that's going to be targeting our access code. So no OTK at this point on. And just summoning our access code will be enough. Basically it. Pop all the cards on the field. Pop that. Pop that. Summoning Ray. Pop also Ray. So he's running. I was really hoping that he would run one copy of Hayate. And I was right. He was running with one copy as well. Because I think he's running with the 2 copies of Kagari and 1 copy of Hayate. So that's basically the line for the new Sky Striker build. So Silent Conflict has been set, and like I said, 1 anchor, and then Silent Conflict wins me the game. So that's it for the game replays, and that's it for the deck profile. So I'll see you guys in the next video. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Let's get this channel to 500 subscribers. I really do appreciate for all the people who subscribe to the channel. Yeah, that's basically it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully the next will be Thursday. So that's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for Master Duel videos. So goodbye and have a good day.